Welcome back to round one. Tonight we are going to be playing Moonrakers, but not just any old Moonrakers. If you've been paying attention, Moonrakers is currently on Kickstarter with all sorts of expansions, and tonight we're going to be playing it with the NOMAD expansion, which we'll discuss and explain a little bit, but we are going to assume that you know at least a thing or two about Moonrakers.
Two would be best. No, two things.
At least two things. If you don't know anything, we'll give you a brief overview. This is a deck building game. We're going to be trying to complete contracts. We're kind of like space pirates or mercenaries. We're constantly on the run.
I like the theme.
We're going to be adding crew to our decks. We're going to be adding cards to our decks. We're going to be adding ship parts to our ships in order to try to complete these contracts in a race to 10 points. The other cool thing about this game is, and probably the biggest hook, is when you complete, or when you try to attempt, rather, a contract, you're able to discuss with the table who can help here, because you can all contribute and sort of play cards. The other interesting thing about Moonrakers is the way you play your cards. Unlike most deck builders where you just, boom, play all your cards out, you have to play them in a very systematic way because certain cards are going to give you additional actions to play more cards and chain things together.
Yeah.
The big difference here with NOMAD compared to the base game is the base game has a bunch of contracts face up. NOMAD has this board here that has 4 sectors at the beginning, and you have to travel to these sectors with these ship tokens. You get additional ship tokens in order to reveal 3 contracts from that certain color. So all the contract cards have been divided up by color.
Okay.
So it gives you a little bit more agency with, okay, I want to try to complete a green contract. And by the way, the contracts have green, but they might have some other colors too. But the primary colors are represented by these sectors. And then you can go there. The other exciting thing for me is it's not complete agency because you're flipping those over and finding out what contracts are available.
Ah, the reveal.
Yeah, I like that a lot better than the row, honestly.
Oh, I do too. I'll be very interested to see how this plays out. But you're going to reveal 3 of those, and then, like the normal game, you're going to go, okay, I think I'm going to try this one. Who can help? And have that discussion at the table. So without any further ado, I think we should get underway. We've kind of set things up. We haven't determined player order, so we are going to roll dice. Give us the hazard die. We each roll 1.
All right, let's spread them out.
And whoever rolls the least is going to go first.
The least hazards. Is the least 0 or is the least 1? I don't remember.
The least is 0.
0, baby.
Oh, well,
0.
okay.
2.
Wow.
Nice.
So it's Emily. Emily going first, the hazard dice. We'll set.
We're going to need them really quick.
Yeah, but the cards go here.
Yeah, we're going to be rolling hazards a lot.
So Emily's going to go first, and at the beginning of your turn here, you have to move. We all start at the star base, and just like the normal game, you can stay at base. But if you do, you're not going to be attempting a contract. It's kind of the boring thing to do, but it will happen throughout the game. But in this one, you will travel to a sector and then attempt a contract where you reveal the things. However, before any of that, on every mission leader's turn, you're going to flip over an event in this game. So this NOMAD expansion, I think, injects a fair amount of theme to the game. Not only are you flying around outer space with these sectors here, but you're also revealing events. And these events do a number of different things, and we'll just let you see them as they happen.
Yeah,
here.
what's it going to be?
So, do you want to see it?
I do.
All right.
Event
Do you want to do the honors?
You should.
No, I'll let you.
Okay. The first event is border raids.
Ooh.
Oh.
All players may roll a die.
Okay.
You don't have to. Here's what happens. If you roll a blank side, you get a bonus card, which means you get to pick up one of these off the top of the deck. If you roll 1 hazard, no result.
Okay.
Guess what? Is 2 hazards good or bad? It's
I'm
bad.
sure it's bad.
2 hazards, trash a ship part, which there's a little risk.
We all get to do this?
All of us.
I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
There's like almost no risk right now.
Yep, so that's the event. So we'll start with Emily.
Okie doke. So what do I
You want to roll
0?
a blank.
You want to roll a blank.
Oh, wow.
It fell off the table.
That was
excited.
Emily,
quite the roll.
Immediate disqualification for the game. Thanks for playing.
Stop.
Okay. You almost did it again. Oh.
2.
She loses a ship part which doesn't exist.
2 for me.
Oh, come on.
Come on, David.
Oh,
He's done it.
Blank. Oh, I think I'm going to take a
crew card
and put it in my discard pile. Cal Damar.
Ooh, he looks cool.
+2 cards. Interesting. All right.
Nice.
So that was the event, and now you can carry on with your turn. So,
All
mission
right.
leader, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna go to the orange sector.
All right.
Orange over
So
here.
can
With the
you-
purple ship.
with the
This
purple
is
chips.
Magnami, is that? Yeah.
So, we're going to reveal 3 of these.
Okie doke.
Claim bounty. Assault
Oh,
on Valonia.
8.
8. That's a little high.
Yikes. Oh,
Another
these are,
8.
These are rough.
All right. Well,
I could tell you I can't help with either of these 8s, but I could definitely help with the 3
well,
too.
we all start with only 2 damage cards, and they're each worth 1. So I think even all together, we probably can't do either of the second ones.
Yeah, these are all kill contracts, by the way. The orange contracts are kill contracts, so it's going to require a lot of damage, obviously.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna say attempting the first one is probably.
Claim bounty. Well, let's go ahead and pull this down as your attempted one.
I'll help you for 2 coins. I mean,
It's gonna give me
you're getting a
prestige,
prestige
and
already,
3 coins
And
you're
one
and
coin.
1 coin.
and a hazard.
I'll take the hazard.
He said, knowing that the hazard will have little to no impact if he's taking no prestige, and he starts at 0.
I'm just saying, I'll take
So when
the
you
hazard.
roll a hazard, you're going to lose prestige after the contract is resolved. And if he's not taking any prestige and he's at 0 right now, that's no.
That's my
claim.
secret.
Although it's still taking it from her, so she doesn't have to
That's
take
true.
on.
You could
You don't have to roll the
lose.
die. I mean, I'll do the same thing, and I can contribute. I'll tell you, I can contribute 2 damage.
I can almost finish this whole one by myself.
Oh, that seems
Well
cocky.
then.
I'm
That
saying,
seems
oh my
bold.
Well, I
God.
really only want to give away 1 coin.
I'll take the coin, but I won't
Won't
take
do
the
the
hazard die then, because that's a little much.
That's
That's
fine
asking
for me.
a little much.
Well, then then
You're
do
out?
it. Yeah, I don't want to lose my cards for 1 coin.
Okay, that's fair. So I will contribute. You're taking the hazard die though.
I am taking the hazard die.
So the first thing goes is you roll the hazard die.
Here we
You
go.
want to roll better than you did last time.
2
Nope.
hazards.
That's
Worse.
not good. That's 2 hazards.
Worse.
Oh, that's not great.
It's not great. if I'm gonna be
So
honest.
I might help you out here. So when you roll hazards, you just have to make sure you've played some shields to deflect
You
that.
don't need to help her out.
I can't. Well, I can't.
She
help.
made her own decision
I
here.
can't help. I can't contribute shields to help you
Right.
with the hazard die. I could only contribute shields to help with this. But I can give you 2 of these things. Unfortunately, I can't give you any reactor.
Well, I need to go first, so I'm going to do a reactor. So that my 1 action, now the reactor gives me 2 extra actions I can do. I'm going to play a damage, and then with my final action, I'll do a reactor. So now I have 2 actions again, and I'll play a damage, and I have nothing else to play.
Oh wow!
Oh,
So
wow.
you got 2 of the damage.
Yep, I have 2 of the damage
there you
and 2 of the
go.
reactors. I
You
really only
saved
need
him.
1 damage.
Well, I'm glad you did that because I realized just now
that you didn't have it.
I'm reactorless. No,
Oh,
I had
wow.
the damage, but I'm reactorless. So you have to play a reactor to play more than
Yeah.
1 card effectively.
That could have been really bad, and I would have laughed.
I would have felt really
I would
bad.
have enjoyed it.
I would have felt really bad if that counts for anything.
No, it doesn't.
So then I will, on my turn, then just play this damage.
Yay.
So now we've got the contract solved, and now we claim the rewards.
And so the reward would have been I would get a prestige, but because of my 2 hazards, I get -1.
Right.
Since
Yeah.
I'm at 0, that means nothing. I just don't get anything.
And now you get 2 coins.
You get the 2 coins.
And I get 1 of the coins.
David gets 1 of the coins.
See, 1 card for 1 coin wasn't bad.
And that gets discarded. And these 2 are going to go back. In fact, they should have gone back already, but they go back to the bottom of this deck here.
And then we'll both,
Well, you get to buy.
I get to buy, and then we'll both discard our cards and draw 5 new. So with 4 coins, I get to buy something. Which one is best? I could buy a crew member or a ship part. I think I'm going to buy the one that gives me shields because it seems like I'm going to need them.
Oh, so her first shield, are you taking this one
Yep.
here? That's what's it called? Duo 1000.
Ooh.
Your
that's
first
fancy.
shield played counts as 2 shields. That would actually have been
That would have been huge.
nice.
Yeah.
You didn't even play 1 shield that
I
last
didn't even
round,
play
though.
1, but this is also going to put a shield into my deck.
To your
So-
discard pile.
Hopefully that'll help as well.
That is nice. And then a new ship part will come out.
And that'll be all my money.
All your money. Moneyless space pirate.
discard my cards, and draw 5 new.
All right.
And that's me.
All right, and I'm taking over as mission leader. All right, so let's see. For me, it is overcharge. All players travel to Comek. That is
Okay.
the blue planet.
sector?
All
Okay.
right, let's
Move me on over, please. Thank
slide
you.
on over there. You may discard a reactor card to gain 1 credit.
Ooh.
I'm going to pass, actually. I'm going to hold on to my reactor because I might need it here to do this contract.
You know what? I'm actually going to discard a reactor and get a credit.
Nice.
I'm going to do it too.
I had a lot.
So all I'm hearing is that there's going to be no reactors to help me if there's a lot of reactors here. That's what I'm hearing. So
And that's not necessarily the case. I'll let you know.
well, that's a big one. 5. Okay. That one only needs 3 and 1 person, which I don't have a person in my starting hand. And 4 and 4.
Ooh, that is tricky.
Considering you all just discarded your stuff.
Well, I can tell you,
Do you have a person, David?
I don't have a person.
Who bought the person?
I do, but it's in my discard pile.
Oh, it didn't get reshuffled in yet.
No, I just have these 4 cards. But I can tell you, I have 2 reactors. I could contribute to the shield. I could also contribute, or I contribute to this thruster.
I can't do either one of those. I can't help with either one of
Can't help
those.
either one of them. Do you have any blue?
I do. I have blues, but not enough to make 5. I need to do 4. I need people that have thrusters.
I have thrusters.
You do have thrusters.
You have none.
I have no thrusters.
I have
I
one.
have both my thrusters.
That's only 3.
Well, a thruster plate is going to let me draw more cards,
That's
That's
so
true.
I might get more.
I don't know that I want to risk it though.
I could have a pretty good. You could always pay a coin, by the way,
Yeah,
to replace
To
one
replace
of these.
just one of them, right?
And if I were to replace one, I'd replace the pilot one because you know that's off the table.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
way. We don't have a pilot. So I'll give one of my coins. I don't have many. So let's replace that one.
Oh, this one or the pilot one?
Oh, the pilot one. Let me slide that one down. And, that's even worse.
Oh my!
Well, it's only 3 thrusters. Does that mean anything?
5 damage. I can't do 5 damage. I can't get 3 thrusters, and I can't get 5.
You going back to base?
I guess I'm going back to base.
We could both help you though
Yeah,
for
we
that
could both
second
help
one.
you for the second one.
I don't know that we'll get it, though. What do you guys want to help it?
You have 2 thrusters.
I have 2 thrusters.
So if we can get thrusters played, we're drawing more cards, so we're bound to get the 4th thruster. But if we're doing all the heavy lifting,
Yeah.
I'm gonna want some stuff.
Well, I don't have anything to give you, so...
Well, I mean, from here,
Yeah, but is it worth it for... Like, what do you want out of that?
you can have the prestige. I want
How many coins is that?
It's 7 total coins.
7
7
coins.
coins.
I want 3 of them.
I want 4 of them. So
Oh, you want 4?
Yeah, I can tell you that's
I
not...
wouldn't mind getting in on this. Would you be willing to take 3 coins? I take 3 coins.
Okay, you guys are taking both the
He
dice
takes
then.
the prestige. No, what do you mean?
Then if that's the case, you're taking both of these. You guys are each taking one of those then.
Well, but then you get away with just 2 prestige with no risk.
with doing nothing.
Yeah, but you're getting
And none of the work.
3 and 4 You're getting 3 coins each.
Nah, you can go back to base.
I'm going to have to.
I'll take one of the dice from you, Ryan. If you'll.
Okay, fine. If you'll take one of the dice, we can try this.
She's gonna take one of the dice.
And I'll take the other one. You get off scot-free.
I get 3 coins.
If you contribute. If we make it.
Well, no, I mean
We decide now.
deciding now.
If we make it, we still have to make it.
Well, sure.
So let's...
And you're getting 3 coins.
Yeah. Ryan, you
Okay.
owe me one.
All right, so let's roll our dice and
Okay.
see what we get. I actually got
Oh!
2 blanks.
2 blanks,
That
baby.
worked out well.
So I'm going to play the reactor, which gives me +2 actions, and that reactor. Like I said, I have no thrusters. So
Cool.
You don't have any more things to play?
there's nothing else that needs to be played.
Okay.
I mean, none of these things will contribute.
So you've got 2 of the reactors.
Yeah.
Oh, now do I tank the mission?
Well, you can. I'm just losing my 2 reactors.
Yeah, I know, but I also don't
You're
want to.
losing the most with your 3 coins.
Yeah. I am going to play, the reactor,
Okay.
and then I'm going to play this thruster.
Okay.
So I have 1 more action, but the thruster lets me draw 2 cards. I need to do
You're going to draw that pilot.
a quick reshuffle. That would be awful, wouldn't it?
I didn't even think about the fact that you could draw your pilot.
Yeah, but that's a...
That's a risky
Pilot's a
move.
risk. There's only one of them in there. I've got probably at least another thruster in here. All right, I'm drawing 2 cards here.
Yep.
You got one more action left right now.
He's got one more action.
I've got one more action. I've got bad news.
No thruster?
No thruster. But,
Oof.
yeah, no thruster. And you need more reactor, right?
Just one more, which I think Emily's going to probably play.
But you're going to tank your hand anyway, so...
Yeah, I mean, our hands are gone
Yeah,
no matter
I'm
what.
going to... I'll play the reactor to contribute. So we've got the 4 reactors and 1 thruster.
We need 3 thrusters. I don't know if that's possible.
I only have 2 thrusters in my deck.
Yeah,
so-
but she'll be drawing.
But there's only 2. We only start with 2, period.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, knowing that, I will be playing a shield and nothing else.
There's no... I mean, we're still losing all of our cards.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Unfortunately, so the mission failed.
Mission failed.
So-
Oh, man, that felt like we had a chance.
It was close.
It was maybe close. I don't know if it was close or not. So that was bad. So that mission failed. So that's gone. We're back to the bottom of the deck, right?
Mm-hmm. And the other 2 are discarded as well.
All right, so we are ready for the last turn here. And the event is a policy.
Oh.
Special training. All players vote.
Oh, uh-oh.
Since we've been able to get along so well already, we'll see. So, ship parts cost 1 credit more,
Okay.
and crew cost 1 credit less for this turn.
I vote yes.
Well, we do
For
a 3-2-1.
David's
We
turn?
do a 3-2-1 vote.
How is that? For David's turn.
Yeah, so it really just comes down to whether you think I want a crew or a ship part.
I don't know what you want. All right, let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, passed.
So it is a majority. It's not a unanimous thing. So it does pass.
So ship parts are more expensive and crew are less expensive.
Yes.
He's going to get so many crew, though, now.
He might.
Crew is 1 less.
Yeah, and they already only cost 2 or 3, so...
I might. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see
David's
what
starting
happens.
out with a good
Well,
look.
let's see. Are you going to
I'm
move?
in.
You can move to one of the adjacent planets or back to the base.
Oh, I don't want to. This is not the greatest hand. I should have not contributed.
My hand is much better, so maybe I can help this time.
All right. I will travel to... Oh, those are so rough, though. The damage
Yeah, the orange
was
ones
insane.
Maybe it
orange
was just the
ones are
first
tough.
ones?
But I think I'm going to do it.
You going to go to the orange?
I think I'm going to go to the orange.
All right, 5
damage.
It's not awful.
Oh,
Oh, there we
Two
go.
damage
There
and
we
one
go.
shield.
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
Or 5 damage and 4 shields.
Oof. Good lord.
And
All
3
right.
hazards.
So I'm thinking of this one because I think it's doable.
I can definitely help with that one.
can definitely
I have
help with that.
a damage. That's all I have.
I have shields.
I have a shield and the damage.
If you have shields, will you take the die?
Yeah,
Because I don't have shields in
sure.
my
I'll
hand
take
right
the die.
Do you have the other damage for him?
I don't have the other damage though.
Oh,
I
you
only
don't?
have. I said I just have one
What do you
shield.
have?
So,
I have a shield and a damage.
Oh, you
Oh.
do?
so
Yep.
you guys could do it
You-
yourself.
You
Yeah.
on board? What do you need? Will you take the die? Because I don't have a shield.
Only if I get all 3 coins.
Oh. All 3 coins? Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll do it because I've got plenty of coins. So it starts with you rolling the hazard die.
One
1.
hazard.
So you'll be fine if you get that shield
Yep.
played. I'll go ahead and start here.
Cool.
So I am going to play this reactor.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2 more actions. And my next card, ooh, this is perfect. I'm going to play this pilot, Cal
Oh.
Damar. It's plus 2 cards,
Okay.
so a little shuffle here. Boy, you really cycle early on
You do.
Yeah.
quite
Yeah.
a bit
yeah.
in this game. I kind of like that.
It's nice.
All right, so 2 cards from Cal, 1, 2. Maybe I won't even need your help. And I have 1 action
Well,
left,
it's
right?
too late.
Yes.
The deal has been sealed.
I know, I know. 1 action left, and it says optional, trash 1 card from your hand. I will trash my miss.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That
Oh,
is
that's so
nice.
nice. So
That always
early.
is very satisfying
Thank
to get
you,
that out of
Kaldemar.
to get that out of your hand.
So I have one action left. I will play that 1 damage.
Nice.
And
So
that's
you still
it.
need a
all I
damage
got.
and a shield.
Need a damage and a shield.
So I will play my reactor so that I have 2 actions to do, and then I will play a damage, and I will play a shield.
Nice.
Nicely done.
There you go.
So we completed
Nice
the
doing business with
contract.
you.
You get all 3 of the money.
Yes, please. I'm rich again.
And you get a prestige, David.
And I get a prestige.
The first prestige.
You're winning.
Oh, this is me here.
You can move me up. It's fine.
I'll move you
Or
up and I'll
me.
move you back down. So that was the first round, effectively.
Oh, do you want to buy?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And you
I
have the
need to
discount
buy.
right now.
Did you all buy?
I had
I-
1 coin.
Yeah,
Oh, you
so-
didn't have enough.
And I did buy.
You did buy. Okay, I do. Oh, I have 4 coins and I can buy all sorts of good. Oh, there isn't really anything that's like 3 and 1 though.
Well,
So-
these are at a discount of 1, right? So
Oh,
this is
that's
actually
right.
2, and that's actually 2 as well. So you could buy 2 crew members.
Yep.
Oh.
At any of the 2, honestly.
I really had my eyes on some of these ship parts, but
Well,
they're
Ryan
too
took that out for
expensive.
you.
You were the one that voted to make them more expensive.
I know.
I know, but I had other reasons for wanting to have done it because I
other
thought she was
reasons.
going to as well. We'll see. I don't want to.
Interesting.
I don't want to share too much right now.
Okay.
So I will buy some crew at $1 or a credit off. I think I will get Crusty Park. This one, play as damage 4.
Wow.
Wow.
Trash the top card from your draw pile.
Oh, that's a risk.
It is a risk.
But still 4
But
damage.
4 damage is intense.
And this one I can get for 2. Ooh, plus 3 actions. Or
Oh, wow.
draw an
Oh,
objective
wow.
card.
Oh, my
Wow,
gosh.
I like it.
jeez.
Well,
But that takes
okay.
all of my money.
I think it was
Yeah,
worth
that's
it.
fine.
Yeah, I like that. That was good. I got a couple crew.
You did.
Plus, I had trashed some already, or my miscard anyway. And then we discard all of our cards.
Yep.
Yep, this mission goes. You guys do.
And draw 5 cards back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is an interesting cycle of
Yeah,
having
discarding
to,
and
well,
redrawing.
stringing your cards together, but then also the cycling of the cards is fairly unique
Yeah.
for a deck builder. But that was the first round, effectively. We each were the mission leader once. We're going to keep doing this, just like you've seen, until someone reaches 10 on the prestige track. We're going to finish the entire game there, and we will be right back to share the full experience with you. All right, and we are back that quickly, although it wasn't that quickly for us.
No, it was a bit of a game.
We played for quite a bit longer. I'd say probably another hour or plus, right?
Yeah, we had a lot of back and forth, a lot of negotiations that
Down
went
to the
nowhere.
wire.
Things got a little tense. Things got a little tense. I'm kidding. But the negotiations were pretty rough at times. We would negotiate for a while on a contract.
And then fail it.
And then,
Yeah, I was gonna say, and then it was funny. We'd get there and you'd be like, "Oh, I don't have the damage, actually."
Actually, this didn't go.
Oh,
the way
you're
I
not
wanted
doing
it to.
thrusters? Well, I don't have any thrusters, so.
It was interesting because different people. Ryan had an interesting mechanic going on because he was able to go through cycle his deck like
For a while, I
almost any
started.
turn.
Eventually, like towards the end, it got a lot harder because my deck was getting so big.
But what it created is you'd ask Ryan, what can you contribute? And when you ask me what I can contribute, I literally am
These
just
cards.
looking at my hand
Yeah.
and saying, I can play these 3 cards. He was thinking about all the things he could do because he had all sorts of cards that would let him draw more cards, play cards to get like free actions, and he was effectively like going
Cycling.
through
Well,
his whole deck on a turn.
It was kind of a perfect storm that came together because one of my ship grade upgrades that I got early was start every contract with +1 action. So
Yeah.
now I already have 2 actions, and I'm getting a lot of cards that were giving me not the thrusters but the reactors.
The
Thank
reactors.
you.
Yeah.
I was taking reactors and thrusters. So I play a reactor, then a thruster, draw 2 cards. And then my other action that's left, play the reactor, into another thruster, draw 2 cards. And then I started getting characters that let me search through my deck and just play cards for free.
yeah, that was
So
crazy.
I was able to play 6 actions worth of cards. And on top of it, I drew this one Swarm Mark 1 ship upgrade that let me discard my damage cards to gain 2 extra actions.
Yeah, and that's one of the other things you had in your deck, so it was just like.
Right, so I was able to throw off my damage cards and draw more cards effectively by playing more thrusters And it just became a perfect storm of card drawing. And I was able to almost draw through my deck almost every single time I was in a contract.
You did a couple times for sure. And of course, I don't know that we mentioned this yet, but Ryan won.
That's true.
Ryan got 10 points. Emily was at 7. I was at 6. And Ryan did this on the last round. And I think this would probably be, like we discussed, the way it would go.
Yeah, I think so.
At the end of the game, you're probably going to have to pull off your contract by yourself unless you're...
It's a sneak attack.
Unless there's a sneaky thing and you've got an objective and that's where you're going to score your last point.
Or something
and you can
in your hand.
kind of trick someone into like helping you a little bit. But
you could have multiple objectives even and
for sure.
and surprise people. Yeah.
And I never really... You guys each got one of your objectives?
I only did one ever.
I didn't get either of mine. In fact, I'd gotten to a point where I discarded one to get a thing.
What's funny is that you did get one.
Yeah, that's true. there was an event that came up that let us all discard one of our objectives to get
money.
Coin?
Yeah.
Money, which in retrospect didn't seem like a good idea, but I did it at the time. And it was literally like the next
right after.
turn or two where we all voted unanimously, and one of my objectives was all players vote unanimously.
And we're like, David, you did it.
We hadn't done that the entire game.
Yep.
No.
We did it the one time. They were both celebrated for me, and I said, oh, I just discarded that.
Because you were like, this is never going to... Because earlier he was like, this is never going to happen. We're never going to vote unanimously.
No,
so
it didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
We voted probably 4 or 5 times throughout the game.
Yeah.
That one time of
Was
those
the
4 or
unanimous
5
one?
was
The only time was
unanimous
it
one,
was
and it's the
unanimous.
first time I didn't have that card.
So I will say, for me, the game really opened up once David came and explored Soleria, or Sorelia.
Sorelia.
David was the one that actually went and did that mission and then opened it up for us to go do it.
Yeah.
And a lot of those Sorelia technologies ended up being very helpful.
Yeah, they're
In
really
fact,
cool.
that one that let me use my combat cards to take 2 extra actions, plus the last card I got, and I did this for helping one of you. I argued for the tech upgrade.
Oh,
and I got it.
Uh-huh.
It let me draw 5 contracts instead of 3. So at the last turn,
That was nice.
I was able to actually look through 5 for one that would really help. And it did come with 3 hazards, but I also had a ship upgrade where I rolled 1 less hazard die. And I was using that a lot. I was offering to help people in exchange for taking the hazards and then not having to roll the hazards. So
Ryan's
that was
like, and also.
That's why I said it was kind of a perfect storm of these cards coming together in a really smart way. And then when I saw some of these crew people that synergize with these cards, I was like, yeah, I have to have those guys.
Yeah, you build a good crew with the ship parts. We all, by the end of the game,
Had full
had
ship
a
parts,
full
yeah.
set of ship parts. In fact, I think some of us even had
I had
discarded
discarded
I
one.
discarded as
Yeah.
well, yeah.
I had an interesting one. I didn't use this because no one really stayed at base
You did.
much. I did once.
Yeah.
And the one time I did it is because I had this part that gave me 4 credits instead of 1. And I figured, oh, well, I'll just do that and get 4 credits because there were some things I wanted to buy.
Yeah.
And I got a
Buying
couple
is
crew
important.
members that really helped out. The Sorelia missions have a lot more requirements for crew members.
Yeah.
So once those came out, that was a little bit more of a thing. Because I think I ended up with maybe 4 or so crew. Plus, we
you
had
had a
some
lot.
policies in place. A couple different policies. I think one was one way, one was the other way, where
Right.
it
Yeah.
made the crew cost more, but the ship parts less, and then it
Vice
was the other
versa.
way around.
Then we had a policy. I don't know why we ever voted this policy in.
The damage.
The
I think
hazard
it was
one
you
where you had
guys.
to roll.
I think I said no.
You had to roll an extra hazard, but you got 1 extra prestige. That
Yeah, well,
ended
the
up
only
wrecking
reason
us.
I voted positive on that was because I was hoping you guys were going to vote positive. Because I was going after that
Unanimous?
unanimous thing.
That's
That,
funny.
Well,
that
the other-
unanimous one burnt me.
The other cool thing about Sorelia, too, is that it was adjacent to everything.
Yeah.
So I think that's a big part. And it really did feel like you were traveling around the board, right? Like, there were times where I was like, okay, I drew a ton of reactors. I'm going to go to the blue spot. And then I was like, oh, shoot. I'm across the board. I can't do that this turn. So now I have to think about my next turn and, like, what am I going to have left in my deck? So I do think it was cool to see kind of that map movement.
There was one turn I almost had everything David needed to complete his contract, but I was on the other side,
Yeah,
so I
you
couldn't
couldn't help
assist at
him.
all, and it was frustrating. I was like, I'm right here.
Yeah, for the most part, I think there was at least one of us adjacent to another one of us. 'Cause
Yes,
I don't think
usually.
any time we were ever absolutely on our own
Well, I
without any
think
help.
you have the way that this board in a 3-player game, you're always
You're
going to
gonna
be
be
adjacent to somebody.
someone.
That's true. That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
Well, one person might not be.
Yeah, that's true. You might have one person.
probably a
but
bad
there's always gonna be
choice.
some
Don't go
adjacency.
there.
Yeah, don't fly away. And it is interesting too because I had some objectives that were specifically for these delivery missions, which are right here.
Uh-huh.
but I was having a hard time getting my thrusters, or at
Yeah.
least I only had 2 thrusters. I had not upgraded on anything to get more thrusters, which is probably what I should have really done. By the end of the game, I had a ton of reactors because one thing you learn very quickly, and we mentioned this early on, is if you don't have reactors,
You're not doing anything.
getting a lot of cards played.
Yeah.
So I liked the idea of having a ton of reactors, but then you could find yourself with a handful of reactors, and if you have no thrusters,
Right, you can't draw
You
more
just-
cards.
you're just playing the
This is it.
cards
That's
in
what I
your
was
hand.
saying. The reactor, like I was going back and forth.
Yeah.
Because we had some cards that let us just take cards, and also when you get the new techs, the Cerelia technologies, they give you one of anything, so you get to
Yeah.
choose.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend the miss. But I took a thruster there because I was like, I needed some more thrusters in my deck to keep that card drawing engine going.
Yeah, we were able to tap into this expansion pretty well just in this play.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
a lot of us got some of
I
these.
think we all did.
Yeah, we did.
We
We
at
all
least
got
all
one.
got
at
one.
least one of those things. We explored a lot of the contracts on there, and like I said, I really liked this mechanic as opposed to just the
Oh, yeah,
face-up
it was
display.
way-
It was mostly because it was more thematic.
Even though
in my opinion.
I didn't have a great first turn because of that.
Oh, yeah,
No,
you had
that's
really
true.
high
And I
cost
really
stuff.
probably should have just when I saw the contracts,
Yeah.
I probably should have just stayed. I
Go back to
think
base.
I think we all underestimated the power of just staying at base and getting objectives, because if you have a stack of objectives that are
You can meet
that
at
you
some
can just
point,
drop
yeah.
out, it makes it a lot easier towards the end of the game, because we were at a point where none of us really wanted to help. We were all like at 7 or 8 points.
Yeah, that extra objective card, like it'd be nice to have a bunch of objectives because you could really sneak up and get the win at the
Right.
end of
Yeah.
the game. So anyway, that was our full experience. Yes, Ryan won 10, Emily 7, me at 6.
It was close.
Our new leader of
Our
the
new-
Moonrakers.
yes, he
That's
is
it.
the
That's
leader.
the leader of the Moonrakers.
He's the leader of the Moonrakers, and Emily and I decided to quit the Moonrakers right after that happened.
We're starting a
we
rebellion.
don't
Immediate
like
resignation.
we don't like the new management at all.
That's fair.
Anyway, if you have any questions at all about our full experience or the game in general or any of the expansions, please make them in the comments below and we'll try to answer what we can. Until next time, of course, make sure everyone has fun at the table, and we'll see you then.